Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to make Ricciarelli from my Great British Baking Show, Love to Bake. They're a little Italian, so we'll get that flair going. They are also gluten and dairy free, which is great because I'm going to take them to my book club tonight. We're having a little Christmas party, and some of the girls are a little sensitive to gluten and dairy, so it's perfect. So what we are going to do is first have our clean bowl all ready to go. We are going to get some egg whites. I've already got 2 egg whites ready in our clean bowl. And we are going to whisk those egg whites and a pinch of salt. That pinch of salt thing again. Okay. And lemon juice. All right, so I need 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. There we go. And now I'm just going to whisk until stiff peaks form. So we'll see how long that takes. Okay, that took a few minutes. I probably need to work on my form. But we have stiff peaks. There you go. Okay. That really takes some arm strength. All right. So now that we've got our stiff peaks, we need to sift the icing sugar and the baking powder. I've already sifted it. I'm just going to put it in. And measured it out, 225 grams of icing sugar, powdered sugar. Also, curious thing, if you want to make sure that these are gluten-free, you do need to check your baking powder, make sure it says gluten-free product on it. Some baking powders are apparently made with, not necessarily with gluten, but on the same track that something with gluten would be made, so it's not necessarily gluten-free. So just check your label. I already had gluten-free, so that worked out great. Now we need to add ground almonds. So we needed 250 grams of ground almonds for today's recipe. And now we need lemon zest. I've already zested my lemon. It was about a whole lemon to get the teaspoon that you need. Okay. And almond extract. Okay, I need a teaspoon of almond extract. This stuff smells really potent. Getting all sorts of new stuff for my cabinet doing this. And then vanilla paste. I needed half a teaspoon of vanilla paste. It's not super easy to find, I'm not gonna lie. This was something I had to search for a little bit, but we do have it in stock in stores. You just have to look in different places because this was in like the party aisle. I was not expecting to find it there, but that's where I found it. So if you're looking for vanilla paste, try where they have like the fondant and everything. Okay, let's fold in. Now, I've tried folding in recipes before, and they haven't necessarily worked out. So I've looked at some techniques, and I've just tried to follow those. I don't want to lose all of that beautiful air that I whipped into my eggs. So I'm just going to try to be really gentle, but I got to get it mixed in, so. But it's like a cookie, right? So it shouldn't matter as much as a cake would. We'll see. believe all my ingredients are combined and folded in. So we'll take a next look at the next step. All right, using slightly damp hands. Well, I need to wash my hand anyway. Okay, slightly damp hands. Divide the mixture into 20 walnut-sized balls. Then roll each one in icing sugar to coat. I don't know how to divide this into 20. I'm going to use this. Kind of breaking off some of the excess powdered sugar as I go, icing sugar, just because it coats it on there pretty heavy. And I don't think it's supposed to have that much on top. There's definitely a really good smell of lemon and almonds, which is pleasant. Of course, when I zested my lemon earlier, my whole kitchen smells like lemon. So that's a good thing, right? It's a fresh smell. Okay, so they are all powdered sugared and on my baking sheet. Now it does say that I need to flatten them slightly so that they're 1 to 2 centimeters thick, so I'm just going to do that. And I am going to have to let these dry out. It says to actually leave them out on the counter at room temperature for an hour until they dry out a little bit. So we'll do that. And then we'll bake them. So there are all my Ricciarelli all ready to go. And they look pretty good. They smell pretty good. But yeah, I'm going to leave them for an hour. Okay, it's been an hour, and my oven has been preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, which it said is 150 degrees Celsius. So we're ready to put them in. And those need to cook for 25 minutes. All right, let's take a peek in the oven. Okay, everybody, the Ricciarelli are ready to come out of the oven. All right, there they are. Now they do look a little more spread out than I thought they were going to, but I guess that's what the egg whites did. But we'll let them cool and then we'll give one a taste. Okay, time to try our Ricciarelli. Some of them are very deformed, but you know, that's okay. So I'm going to eat the more deformed ones, so then later I can share the good looking ones with my friends. But let's taste one. It's kind of chewy. Almost like a macaron, which makes sense. Because it said it was kind of like the Italian version of a French macaron. Macaroon. Whichever. It's good though. It's very different. I don't know. It's definitely an almond flavor that comes through mostly. Yeah, it's kind of got like a crisp outer shell, and then like the inside is kind of chewy. Very different texture. But overall, they're really good. They didn't take all that long to make. I think the book says it's like hands-on 10 minutes. It took me more like 15 to 20 because I hand whisked the egg whites. If you put it in a mixer, electric mixer of some sort, I'm sure it would go a lot faster. But I just decided to do it by hand today. But yeah, very good. Pretty easy. They just didn't turn out as pretty as I was hoping, but whatever. See you next bake.